I believe my White House was actually renting out for $4,000 or $7,000 a month. For a while there, I was renting it for about $5,000 a month, and then I upped it to like $7,000 a month. And someone decided that, well, actually, considering how much money they're getting, it's actually worth like 50,000 or 150,000 or a couple $1 million a month or something like that. And somebody like Germany was working out the rental of the White House. Basically, since they were going to be living in it, well, they would just rent it out and have a nice big expense accounts for me, which I use to finance other things. So anyway, someone worked out the finances of the White House, since they were going to be stealing all this money. They were going to be charging them. So anyway, somebody else who was very good with numbers and everything else like that worked it out to where I could still be building stuff and still be doing stuff. Like I said, I had a lot of accountants. All of Germany was accounting for me, and all kinds of other stuff. Anyway, because like the Winter Palace was rental, and lots of people would love to rent my houses. I mean, they see these great big houses, and people and they're there for rent. So lots of people would have weddings and all kinds of other things, and basically all Hollywood would have lots of fun, and lots of people would have lots of fun throughout my houses. Might as well rent them. So since I'm not living in them, I mean, I have like 400 or something houses, and lots of people were happily renting my houses and very loved my houses because they're built out of stone very nicely, and were epic houses for making movies and all kinds of stuff. Lots of Hollywood actors would rent my houses and happily pay the rent. Because I mean, you can't build those palaces overnight. Those things are, they take like 50 years or 100 years to build. So, but then once they're built, they last forever, and then they could be part of the legacy of Lucifer's star. So, anyway, so I had lots of houses, and lots of buildings, and lots of everything built. So, that's a pretty nice world that I got. So, anyway, yeah, it got kind of crazy, but some financial person went, well, let's see, just some German went and adjusted all the prices. So, some German was very good with numbers. What can I say? So anyway, so it worked out to where I could still be building and all kinds of other stuff. So things, basically just adjusting the books a bit. Anyway, and it was all working all swimmingly, as they say. Anyway, even the Queen was happy to pay the rent on her palace, and I'm happy to rent. I don't live inside the Queen's palace, and lots of nice stuff, lots of nice carriages and all that other stuff. Poor young 16-year-old though. The Queen was a very beautiful woman, is a very beautiful woman, even though she's a very ripe old age, as they say, and very wise, and has seen many things come from over the years. So anyway though, but yeah. So lots of people, lots of my life forms would come to know me as Lucifer's star, their benefactor, or their basically creator. So anyway, over the years. So anyway, yeah. Anyway though, but then again, like Richard Nixon, some other people were trying to kill me this whole entire time. It's not very nice to kill your creator. So, or basically the person who owns most countries and created the laws for them, and also invented for them. I said, owning a company is much like having a family. You have to invent for it, you have to feed it, you have to take care of it, you have to clothe it, you have to shoe it, and if you don't put shoes on their feet, what are they going to be wearing? And over the years, I changed my tactics and did different things, but it's all worked out very well, and everyone was pretty much happy with the results, except for a few people that are living in my White House, which were very upset and very mad at me and wanted me dead, very much dead. So anyway, and that's why I'd be the most popular YouTuber or whatever if I was actually out there in the world and stuff like that. But since they're trying to kill me and trying to end me any day now, expect me to be dead any day now. And it's been going on like this for like 400 years. So they've been going any day now for 400 years, or at least 40 years. So anyway, yeah. But they can't get around the fact that, well, I created the stars and galaxies, and they would come to know me as their creator. So anyway, yeah. Whether they believed it or not, eventually the proof would be seeing is believing, as they say. And not being able to kill me was also believing. Because I was the only person on this planet that he couldn't outright just kill. So I seem to always just pop back up or something like that. Or was saved by someone. So anyway, and eventually, time, space, all that stuff, and I was very much a physical existence of where I actually created and genetically created and then led thousands of different planets and went from planet to planet to planet to planet, launched in my LSF ship. He flew lots of other ships and had lots of other crew and people, and was basically known as the president of Starfleet, being my last name. You can't really have a Starfleet without Lucifer Star. So anyway, and lots of schools and lots of people and lots of technology for 100 trillion years. So anyway, yeah. Anyway, it got kind of crazy and kind of weird, and that's basically why the White House and the government is basically doing everything they can to remove me from existence and make me unknown or something. So anyway, and eventually, basically that's the plan of the White House, pretty much, is to kill Lucifer Star. So anyway, yeah. So, but like I said, I'm the creator, and they knew I was a creator since like 1940 or 1970 or something, or 1920. But they didn't really care. They figured if I died, well then it was theirs. So anyway, and that's basically what they've been doing this whole time. Pretty much is trying to kill me, trying to lie about me, trying to kill anyone that would know about me. So anyway, yeah, I went to space and a bunch of other, and then they paid people to annoy me or try and get me to kill myself because they couldn't kill me. So they figured if I killed myself, it was the next best thing. So anyway, so they paid lots of people to go kill me, basically, and then they would give them all the money in the world and maybe even immortality, which they didn't really have. So I was the only one who actually could offer immortality. So, and no one else would give those other people immortality because they know what they would do with it. So anyway, so that's why Rodney went back in time or whatever, trying to say that he had immortality, but he didn't have immortality and blah, 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 and this and that. No one has immortality anymore. Because, they were just going to use it to kill me. So anyway, and everyone would figure this out, of why Richard Nixon and John McCain, all of them wanted immortality or whatever. So anyway, so yeah, to basically outlive me and then cover me up and lie about me and live in my house and then support their own people. So instead of me or my people or something. Anyway, it's all crazy. So anyway, it was more crazy out in space. But then again, I was more powerful out in space. So anyway, and they tried to hunt me down for 500 billion years or something like that, but couldn't kill me or something. Anyway, whatever. Anyway, I don't really care, but it doesn't really matter. No one's ever probably going to read any of these videos or know about me, probably, other than the people who are trying to annoy me and kill me and live in my house or get free checks. But the SR-71, the jet engines, the Titanic steam engines, that was all my inventions. So yeah. Anyway, lots of information. So anyway, and this whole planet and 800 others. So anyway, and I left little signposts all throughout the galaxy or universe, leading back to here. So, or somewhere else. Anyway, whatever. Anyway. So even before I told everyone publicly on YouTube or whatever, people knew about me. So, shrug. I don't know. It's, ask Trumpy or someone about what the hell they're doing in my house. I evicted the Republicans and the Democrats. Anyone else that would try and live in my house. But, they figure possession 9/10 of the law, and why not rape people while you're in my house, basically is what they were doing. Most notably in 1940 to 1960. 1920. It was a very bad year to be around the White House. So, as we get into 1977, 1980, it peters out to basically just be normal, whatever. So, anyway, because I'm telling you now as Brian, and been telling people for a while now. Well, it's like this. So, anyway, whatever. Anyway, meanwhile, everyone's trying to say that I'm crazy, and they tried to lobotomize me, and tried to lock me up in jail, or lock me up in a state asylum, trying to do everything under the sun already. So, they've tried everything already, and didn't really work out too well. It's hard to lock up a 9-year-old child. Or commit one, which they had, or Rod was going to commit me, or someone was going to commit me, or something crazy like that. But they couldn't find grounds for that. They were going to charge me with war crimes or something else like that, but they couldn't find grounds for that either. So, anyway, whatever.